Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am Arif, your financial freedom journey partner. Well, today's video is very special because in today's video, I'm gonna share 7 strategies that will help you to become a very good investor. Whether you're a beginner or you are an experienced investor, these strategies are applicable for you all. So these strategies will help you to build your stock portfolio in a certain way that will help you to make a very good return in the long term. So without further delay, let's dive in. Tip number one is to develop a long-term mindset. So we all have to understand that the stock market is not a sprint; it's more of a marathon. We have to be here for a very, very long time. And most of the investor, if we see, they are all long-term investor. So it helps in multiple ways. First of all, it helps us to actually deal with the fluctuations of the market that we face in a short term, and also it helps us to actually multiply our initial investment. So if we keep our money in the stock market for a long time, it will definitely grow. Statistics is the proof. So definitely you have to be a long-term investor. Tip number two is do a thorough research. So suppose you have heard from one of your friends that one specific stock is good, and just by that information, by just sharing that information, you started purchasing shares. Maybe you purchased 10k of share. Just imagine, let's think a simple scenario. You want to buy a new mobile phone, right? And your budget is $1,000. So before buying the mobile phone, this is a physical asset. You will do all tons of research. You will search different YouTube channel for a review. You will go through the different sort of specs of the mobile, and you will also ask all of your friends whether it's a good mobile or not. After doing all of the research, then you're gonna buy the mobile phone. Why don't we do the same? Why don't we do the thorough research before purchasing a share? Just treat a share like the way you purchase any sort of a product. If you do that, I guarantee that you will become a very good stock investor. Tip number three is to create a diversified portfolio. Well, it's a very, very important. Suppose you have 10k to invest in a stock market, and you did a little bit of research, maybe some googling, some of the knowledge you gather from watching some YouTube videos, and you conclude that you will invest your 10k in 2 to 3 stocks. So pretty much like you are putting all of your eggs in a single bucket. But Warren Buffett strictly mentioned that we shouldn't do that. So whenever, it doesn't matter what's the amount of money, maybe it can be 10k, it can be 100k, or it can be a million. You have to diversify your portfolio. You have to diversify your portfolio in a way in that you have to first come up with asset classes. Maybe you can invest some money in the tech. Maybe you can invest some of money in commodity, and maybe some other asset classes as well. So in this way, for some reason, if one class of asset is not performing well, your another class of asset will help you to actually make a balanced portfolio. Or the losses that you're going to face, your another class of asset will help you to actually reduce the loss. So this is what I do. I usually believe in diversification. I have created my previous videos like how I made a diversified portfolio. If you want to get details information about it, please visit my previous videos, and I'm sure it's going to help you to actually build a mindset that how to develop a diversified portfolio. Tip number four is to practice risk management. Well, this is very crucial in the stock market. We have to practice risk management. I can give you one example. Suppose you have invested into a company stock, and you expected that this stock will go up, but guess what? The luck doesn't favor us all the time, and the stock price is falling. So you should have to have a strategy in place. Like for instance, if the stock price fall below 25%, then you will sell the share. So no hard feelings. Maybe you made a mistake, you have to accept it, and you have to sell your stocks in a loss. Because if you hold it for a long time, and if you don't have a loss margin, then your stock will fall more and more, and you can't take the risk. So this is how you should manage the risk. So this is one of the strategies. Maybe you can develop some other strategies. There are tons of strategies there, but you must have to have some sort of strategy to avoid the loss or minimize the loss in the stock market. Tip number 5 is to control your emotions. In the stock market, there are two worst things that you need to avoid at any point. That is, one is fear, and another is greed. And there should be a fine line in between of these two. You have to look into the data. You have to look into different sort of balance sheet, income statement, and other data that will help you to actually make a rational decision. Just don't follow your emotion. I can give one example in that case. Well, it is related to cryptocurrency. So when I started investing at the time, there was a coin named as Terra Luna. So it was a very good coin at the time. So it's going up and up. And I was very new, so I saw that the Terra Luna price is dropping. So I thought maybe it's a good time to invest. I got a little bit greedy that I'm getting this coin at a very discounted prices. Why not I get it? So I bought those coins, and guess what? After the next day, now what's the value of the Terra Luna? It's 0.000 something. So if I analyze now, so I try to figure out what was wrong. So the wrong part was that I was not looking into the reason why the price was falling. I saw it's in discounted prices. I saw a panic buy. People were buying it. I saw some Twitter news, and I started to buy. I started to follow the trend. So it's always better to control your emotions whenever you're dealing with your money, because it's your hard-earned money. Tip number 6 is continuous learning. Well, this is crucial. From the day you start investing, you have to learn. At least every day you have to spend 30 minutes minimum to learn how the market is performing. You need to get the knowledge from books, from webinars, from YouTube channels, from your mobile apps. So what I do nowadays, that whenever I wake up in the morning, I first thing that I do, I check my mobile. I go through some apps that I have downloaded related to the finance, like Yahoo Finance and some other apps. I will add those application link under the description, and please, I'll suggest you to do the same, because in this app, in a very short period of time, you will know exactly what's going on, what's a new hot topic in the market. And in this way, you will get the knowledge, you will have the exposure, and you will have the competitive advantage. You will be much more knowledgeable and make wise decisions. So you have to learn. Tip number 7, which is the last tip, is to review and rebalance your portfolio. Well, at the very beginning of investment, you must have to have a strategy. You have to know like what portion of your money you want to spend in which sector. When we are talking about the rebalance, we are pretty much like talking about the stock diversification, stock portfolio diversification. I'm going to share with you my strategy. Well, if we think stock market portfolio like 100%, out of 100%, 50% of my investment would be in the index fund like S&P 500. So this is a safe investment for me. After this 50% of investment, the another 30% investment I will do in the sector that I'm quite familiar with. For me, I'm an IT person, so I know IT stocks, and I'll choose the leaders of IT industry like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, these sort of big cap companies. So my 50% and 30% both are under the safe asset class. After that, then I'm left with 20%. Out of 20%, 10% I will spend on, I'll invest on the growth stocks that are emerging growth stock that I feel like in the long term, in few years it will grow. Like just imagine 5 or 7 years ago, Tesla stock. So now it's very valuable, but 7 or 5 years ago, 5 years ago you could buy it in a very cheap price. And the last 10% I would invest in this in cryptocurrencies, specifically in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is my strategy. I have evaluated my risk tolerance, and according to it, I have created this strategy. For every single investor, the strategy should be different. So you have to evaluate your risk, your how much risk you are willing to take, and what's your final outcome. Then you have to make a diversification of your portfolio like this. So that's the 7 tips that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions or any sort of doubt related to the investment strategies or anything, please let me know under this comment section. I will get back to you very soon. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for watching videos like this in frequently manner. I'm planning to upload videos in weekly basis. If you have any suggestion for me, please share it with me. I also want to learn from you. I want to create a community where everybody will help each other and will become a very good investor by sharing our knowledge. So that's all for today, and have a great and wonderful day.